Hey yo, it's Brian here. Today, talking about the San Francisco 49ers. In this one, looking at Rams quarterback Baker Mayfield. He just signed with them yesterday as of this video, and that's good. I guess good news for them because they really have no quarterback. Yeah, they have Walford and Perkins, I think that's his name, but Mayfield, he probably gives them a better chance to win than those guys. But still, we're talking about him in the 49ers space. The 49ers did not even claim a waiver for him in the first place. I mean, I don't think it would have mattered anyways because the Rams were in first place to get him due to waivers, due to the placement of records. I think that's how it works. But the 49ers, they didn't even take a chance on him at all, and that says a lot right there. So I'll be talking about that in a second and doing a hypothetical should the 49ers have gotten Baker Mayfield in the first place. I was having a great Wednesday, nothing too crazy for me. Prediction video out yesterday against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. If you guys want to watch it, link will be in the description below, also in the card section on your top right corner screen. Please check it out. It's a lot of fun and have a lot of discussion. I hope to get back to you guys as soon as possible. Let's get this started, but before I do, per usual, please like and subscribe. That's going to definitely help me out a lot. Click that bell notification to get notified of future videos. Share this content with fellow Niner faithfuls. New podcast out if you guys want to check it out. Link will be in the description below as well. Thank you guys so much. Let's get this started. 49ers, Baker Mayfield. Should the 49ers have gotten him if they had the chance? Let's look at Baker's career in his whole time in Cleveland and Carolina. The Carolina one I know pretty well since I've watched a lot of those games. Cleveland one, it was a lot of ups and downs. Had a pretty good rookie year, considering the fact that the Browns were bad. I'll give him credit for that. He did turn the Browns a little bit around because before him, they were just absolutely awful. And, with him as the starting quarterback, that really helped out a lot. And then the COVID year 2020 is when he had his best year ever as a quarterback. He, I think, threw like 27 touchdowns and like about 10 interceptions around those range. I don't have the stat lines with me completely, but that was a pretty good year for him. And they even won a playoff game for the first time since the Belichick days in '94, which was very impressive there. They beat their arch rival Pittsburgh Steelers, and everything was looking good. The future was looking bright. I had my doubts on him during the 2019 year when we played him on Monday Night Football. He did not play well in that game. Nick Bosa got him quite a bit in that one. That was just a nice beatdown of 31-3. I remember that game. Matt Breida just went off and that one. But looking at the trajectory after 2020, the playoff year, I'm like, wow, they got some good stuff. They got some good things going. And they have a lot of talented guys on offense and defense. They have one of the best rosters, I would say. I mean, I can't believe I'm saying that about a Cleveland Browns team. But, yeah, they had a lot of great people on that team and a pretty decent coaching staff as well. So you'd expect 2021 to be an awesome year for him. But that absolutely did not happen. They underwhelmed in that year. And Baker, to his credit, he was playing through an injury. I'll give him that. You gotta be tough to do that, but at the same time, if you can't play, you can't play. That's not a good idea at all. They ended the season 8-9. They had a lot of great talent there, and that really questioned me as a fan and as a person watching football. I guess from quote-unquote professional standpoint, is like, how is he have so much talent on that team and yet he can't do anything with it? I think they just got Kareem Hunt that year, so that really should have helped them out even more with pairing up with Nick Chubb. And then they had the whole drama with Odell Beckham, whatever, that he ended up getting traded to the Rams that year. There's a lot of stuff going on with that Browns team, and it just did not work out. And the Browns were looking for a quarterback upgrade. They did get one all right. They got Deshaun Watson. I don't know if that's the best upgrade or not, but hey, if you're looking at on-the-field performance only, yes, Deshaun would be an upgrade over Baker Mayfield. And they ended up doing that. They traded the house, the land, the world for him from the Houston Texans, and Baker was pretty much expendable. Went to the Carolina Panthers for a 5th-round pick, and the Panthers were taking a chance on him after having a lot of failed experiments with Sam Darnold and company. He plays the first few weeks. He looks absolutely awful almost every game. I mean, he won one game against the New Orleans Saints. I think that was week 2, but other than that, he looked absolutely terrible. He played us about week 5, week 6, he looked terrible as well, too. It's not a great time in Carolina. He was supposed to reinvigorate his career. He had a lot of great talent there as well. I mean, it wasn't as great as that Cleveland Browns team, but when you have Christian McCaffrey at that time, when you had a great defense, DJ Moore, those guys can play football. They're really good, and you can't do anything about that. That's not good at all. And I know a lot of Carolina fans would say the offensive line issues, but they were looking okay. They weren't like great, but they weren't terrible. They were enough where you can still make plays, give it to your playmakers like McCaffrey and Moore, but that didn't happen at all. And then he got benched for a bit after that 49ers game. Matt Rule got fired. Steve Wilkes comes in. He does a pretty good job, and he's doing a great job so far in Carolina. Shout out to him. And PJ Walker takes over. They win a couple of games, and then he gets hurt on that Thursday night against Atlanta. And Baker Mayfield has to start the game against the Baltimore Ravens. Wow, that is when I heard that news, they had to start Baker Mayfield, I was like, they had no chance of winning this game. And I was completely right. The Ravens won that game. It was a defensive struggle. The Panthers defense did their job, but Baker didn't do crap in that game. He was just absolutely awful. And yeah, I could see why he would be on the bench again after that game and start Sam Darnold. And boom, the next week, he beats Denver. I know Denver's not really a great team, but they still have a really good defense. He was able to make something happen. They won that game, and he is the starter moving forward for the rest of 2022. Baker, he requested his release from Carolina, and boom, he did get his release. He was supposed to be picked up from waivers, and the only team that put up a waiver for him was the Los Angeles Rams. Of course, it's the Rams, but the 49ers absolutely had no shot in wanting Baker Mayfield at all. They were very comfortable with what they had with Brock Purdy and company. Even Josh Johnson, they had more faith in him than Baker Mayfield as a backup quarterback. Wow, that is just mind-blowing right there. And we'll see how he does in Los Angeles. I wish him well. I wish him to do great things because he was the #1 top draft pick, and he had expectations. He has not lived up to expectations at all, and now he is in his third team in like 2 or 3 years already. So that is a definition of a journeyman. And to be honest, if he doesn't do anything for the rest of this year and potentially next year, you can go to the CFL, reinvigorate your career, and come back to the NFL, or just straight up retire, to be honest with you. But anyways, I don't want to get too unprofessional here. The 49ers, should they have picked up Baker Mayfield in this waiver wire if they wanted to? I'd say no. I think the 49ers made the right choice in not putting a waiver wire on Baker. I think you want to show faith to your guys like Brock Purdy and them, and yeah, they've shown a lot of faith to him, and that's a really good thing right there. You don't want to crush his confidence by bringing another quarterback in and doing another competition job for the starting QB job, because Baker is the #1 overall pick, so that's just going to give you clout no matter what. Even if you're a mediocre quarterback, that's just going to give you an opportunity in the first place. But Purdy, he played really well against Miami. A lot of the players, a lot of the guys, they look like they're rallying with him. It's kind of like the Taylor Heineke effect where, you know, he's not the best quarterback. I mean, I think Brock is better than Heineke right now, but you're looking at he's not as, you know, Jimmy Garoppolo, you know, what he's done for us in San Francisco. But for the team, the players to rally with him, the coaching staff is going to be behind him 100%. I think that's a really good thing, and you don't want to mess up a good thing up at all. So Baker, it's a good thing that the 49ers did not even look at getting Baker Mayfield. I'm pretty sure they did a little bit, but they're like, no, we good with what we got. We Gucci. That's what they said, essentially. And yeah, they made the right choice, in my opinion. So, you know, even if Brock Purdy doesn't play the best, even if he's not great, I don't think we'd be in a better situation with Baker, because he's had good situations before in Cleveland and somewhat in Carolina, although that was Matt Rule running Carolina. But they had decent roster teams. They have decent talent, but he couldn't make anything happen, and they started losing then. Nothing went great, and now he's on his third team in his NFL career. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. I know that's a big rant right there, but the overall answer is I would not have picked up Baker Mayfield in that waiver wire if you were the 49ers, and they made the absolute right choice and not even thinking about it in the first place. So, yep, that's pretty much it, you guys. Please let me know what you guys think about the whole Baker Mayfield situation. Him with Los Angeles Rams now. Do you think the 49ers made the right choice and not even considering Baker? Please let me know in the comments below. Love to hear what you guys have to say. If you guys like this, please like and subscribe. It's going to help me out a lot. I hope to catch you guys up this week even more when I talk about the 49ers and Buccaneers game, and hopefully we get a big win there. Bye, guys. Love y'all. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Go Niners all day.